Bang! Neeves Knives, I'm Jared, and here we have a new concept, the KANSEPT NASKA. And the NASKA is an APK Designs. I'm not sure if I know who that designer is, but S35 VN blade steel on this beautiful TANTO. We'll go more into that in a second. Titanium frame lock that's two-tone. Beautiful two-toning too, with a titanium milled pocket clip and full back spacer with a beautiful swedge down the back. This thing's gorgeous. It's a good looking knife, and it does have a lot of great qualities to it. So, going into the action first, because it is a front flipping action, and the front flipper works great. Super snappy. I can do all the little tricks with it. Now, I do usually prefer a little bit finer jimping, and I usually wanted to go all the way up to the very top of the front flipper and then around. I say around because, I want them to at least hit the top. And a lot of them, they don't do it. And like this one, they didn't. But it's not too necessary on this one. This one does work out good, just fine the way it is. So I'm not going to complain too much. The detent is light enough to where I can reverse flick off of the spine of the knife pretty easily. I just use the side of my finger, getting as much, skin on the side of the knife as possible, and snap it open. It works great. The disengagement of the knife is extremely comfortable. This is a very, very comfortable lock bar to disengage. That's one thing I got to give KANSEPT credit for. KANSEPT does a really good job with making sure this area right here is nice and soft. Good job. Because it's so comfortable to disengage. It's just, yeah. There's no, there's no sharp spots. It's nice and comfortable. It's nice and soft. The pressure's really good. And, it feels premium. It makes the knife feel premium. That's what it does. When the disengagement of the lock bar is sharp or it's irritating or there's hardly any access or you're slipping off of it, it just takes away the quality feel of the knife. And this has a great lock bar relief. Now, the ergos are super good, because I know this looks crazy right there, but you can put your two fingers in front of it and then your other finger underneath it, and this is very comfortable getting up nice and tight to the edge. However, going back here like this is also very, very comfortable. This whole spine right here, it seems like this was well thought out in order to fit perfectly nestled into a palm. And it's so comfortable. You can easily spin it around and do a reverse grip for cutting straps and ropes and things like that, nice and comfortably, because of the way the spine of the handle and the knife is. Really good. Reverse grip is also going to be really good because your thumb can lay right across the butt end of the knife. The balance is really good. The blade, it is a robust blade, but it gets down nice and thin behind the edge, and it has a very precise tip. And then a secondary tip that you can work and use really, really well. So this is a very pronounced secondary tip. So it's going to be very, very useful, which is the beauty of an Americanized Tanto, that's what this is. It's more of an Americanized Tanto. About 17, 18 thousandths behind the edge. So nice and thin behind the edge. And yeah, it's pretty badass. Now, let's talk about a couple little nitpicks. So one, sharpening choil and plunge grind. This is a bad plunge grind and choil. This should be separated. The plunge grind literally goes all the way down to the edge. So not good. When you sharpen this, you will get a smile. So that's not good. It is what it is. I'm just calling it as I see it. If I sharpen this, I would make a smile right here and it would look ugly. So, anyways, now the big problem is this. The stop pin. The same stop pin for the open position, which is good, as the closed position, but that's bad. Look where it hits. It hits right behind the edge. The edge that's going to get a smile. So when I sharpen it, it's going to get a smile. And so if I sharpen this all out, it's gonna have a problem locking closed. Now, obviously, that would take a lot of steel to remove, but the point I'm trying to make is I can't cut in my own choil. If I want to cut in my own sharpening choil to prevent a smile, because think about it, when I sharpen this out, right, this little bit of steel out, where am I going from there? How am I supposed to continue sharpening? I'll have to sharpen up the blade, right, which will be ugly. It'll look ugly. So I would want to cut in my own choil, but I can't. I can't cut in a sharpening choil. Is it that big of a deal? I mean, yes and no, right? Could you get by with it? Yeah. It's not going to be the end of the world. You can still sharpen it. It's still a good knife. Everything's great about it, but that little thing is huge for me personally. For some people, it might not be that big of a deal. And, you know, you'll get a few good sharpenings out of it before it gets to the point of which you'll need a choil. But, you know, it's only like one sharpening before you hit the plunge grind. So you're going to get a smile right away. Anyways, I'm not going to keep beating a dead horse. Other than that, T6s, I'd rather see T8s. I don't know why we're seeing T6s still, especially on a premium knife. These should be T8s. We do have a steel lock bar insert with an over travel stop. That's really cool. Ceramic caged bearings. I love seeing that. The finish is all really good. It's rock solid. Lockup is nice. It's a solid knife. I like it. I like it a lot. I mean, I think it's very well done. It's premium quality. I do wish the jimping was a little bit finer, but you know, it's still good. And you know, the other little couple nitpicks. There's lots of milling on the inside for weight relieving, so it does bring down the weight quite a bit. And the clip does work great in and out of the pocket. Fantastic clip. I know it looks like it's going to catch right there, but it doesn't. Not at all. It works great. Yeah, that's a great clip. That clip works smooth in and out of the pocket. So, yeah, there you guys go. Just a quick look at it. First impressions. I have not tested it or anything yet, so we'll see how the future goes with it. I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.